Well, welcome, Gemini. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. So, this reading is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. It's going to be looking at February. It's a general, no specific topic or a specific life area. So, we'll just go where the cards want us to go. We'll take a look at current situation and the influences around that. I'm going to use the Somnia edition today. I am. Somnia Illustrated edition. There's a photograph edition too, and this is an illustrated version. I need to grab my other ones too. Okay, so let's get started here. Gemini, a couple more shuffles, please. Patience, and we'll get started. What do our Geminis need to know for February? Need to know. Okay. Current situation. Lovers. I'm going to move this deck over here a little bit. Past influence. The Empress. Present influence. Seven of Cups. The negative. Queen of Cups. Positive. Knight of Swords. Talk about two different energies there. What we don't see. Ace of Pentacles, what to look for. Wheel. Okay, challenge. Nine of Swords, unexpected. The Devil. Future influence. Hangman. Outcome. King of Coins. And advice. I'll put that over here. Okay. Queen of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. So this kind of feels like close to the same energy as that Knight of Swords in your positive. I feel like this could be you, definitely air sign. But it's the situation is the Lovers. And it is a relationship to some degree. And it could be about choices too, but I do feel like it's about a relationship. And I feel like why this is at the bottom of the deck is you may be thinking super logical about something. I don't know that this is negative because the Knight of Swords is in the positive. So this is probably a good energy, but just to know you may be overthinking or thinking a lot about it, and it is completely and totally on your mind, and you are kind of taking that logical stance. So the Lovers is in the current situation with the Empress in the past as an influence, and there was a feeling in the past. I think this could be any kind of relationship, by the way. It could be love, but I'm seeing a lot of different cards here where this could be also about taking care of someone. And I feel like that's what the Empress is, whether this is taking care of someone that you love, but it could be anything. That you were really nurturing a relationship or a partnership and giving it a lot of attention. Like really spending a lot of time on it, and it being at the very forefront of your mind. Again, Queen of Swords. I feel like you're really, considering this and really looking at it very logically, but you put a lot of heart and soul into it as well. I feel like, so in the past, this has what this situation is. I feel like the overall situation is about the partnership. Okay. So, but you're reminded in the now, I feel like this is what's kind of bugging you right now, or not necessarily bugging you, but it's definitely there, is that there's a lot of choices out there, and you're right now that you're being influenced by those choices. Okay. So, let's say you have a relationship or a partnership with someone that the people around you don't necessarily agree with. I'm getting that kind of feeling like this is what it is. It almost feels to me, like when you're a kid and you bring some home and your dad meets, I'm a girl, I'm a female, so I only identify with the female side of it. You know, you bring home a guy and your dad's like, is he good enough for you? That kind of feeling. Like, that's the feeling I'm getting. Is this person or this choice good enough for you? And the choices that are in front of you in this current situation, I'm here, or in the present influence, trying to really get this out, is not like I have a choice of A, B, or C, even though you probably do. This card is more as people are telling you you have choices. They're like, you don't have to, do that. You can do this, this, or this. I'm really getting that very strongly, Gemini. I feel like it's more about the people around you than you yourself. And therein lies the challenge or the negative. You're trying to do what you think is the right thing to do, but there's someone that you really care about, I feel like, that's kind of giving you thoughts that maybe you should do something else. I'm not going to tell you whether you should do something else or not. That's just the feeling I'm getting. I don't know, because you got to do you. But I do feel like there's someone, this is hard to get past, because it's actually, instead of opening your mind, it's closing your mind. Okay? So, when on occasion, we may be like working towards something, but when someone tells us that we shouldn't be working towards that, we even try harder to go that way. So I feel like that's what's happening here, is that this energy is actually making you even more focused on what you're doing. Okay, so just, I don't know, I get what I get. Knight of Swords is in your strength. It's a reminder, because the Knight of Swords to me has this energy of, I want that, and that's what I'm going to get, and I'm going to go after it, and I'm going to go after it right now. And I feel like that is something that you have within you to be able to do. I'm not going to tell you that that's what this is saying that you should do. However, you need to recognize that one of your strengths is having a guided goal. And when you have your mindset on that, you're going to do that. So I think what I feel like the cards are actually reminding you, or us, is that whatever you set your mind to, you can do. Okay, whether it's this thing, I feel like there's something that you're working on here in this relationship, and someone's saying, hey, it's not a very good relationship, or you shouldn't do that, or don't settle, or those type of words are going in. And it's hard because you care about the person that's saying these things. And it's not like you want to be rebellious or anything. That's not what you're thinking. But whatever you do decide, that you have the ability to go get it. With a lot of might as well. The cool thing is what you don't see is the Ace of Pentacles. There is something very new starting here. And I feel like with this Ace of Pentacles, it comes up out of the chest, right? So that means it's sprouting, it's growing. When I look at the Pentacles, I'm thinking of roots, growth. Whatever is beginning is going to have a long-lasting effect on your life forever, and in a positive way. And I feel like there's something that you're not really seeing that could really start something really beneficial for you. And until you notice that new beginning, it's going to be hard to keep moving forward, because this is in the what you don't see. But it's also to remind you that there is something really good out there. And you do need to look for it, this is in what to watch for, is the wheel. So things sometimes are fated to happen. And to be reminded that time moves forward as well. And that, in this energy, I feel like it's really, there's something really nice out there to begin. But keep an eye on how things are moving forward. It's like, watch the forward movement in whatever situation you're working on, dealing with, however that looks to you. But there's the momentum to me. And it's not this Knight type of momentum. It's momentum you can't stop because it's time. Anything that's revolved to me with the wheel is more of a fated thing, and that time also moves forward, but it's to watch that. Look for that. Look for what's growing. Look for what's happening. Look for what's changing. That I feel like once you do that, you'll be able to see that new Ace of Pentacles energy, this new beginning come in. Your challenge is the Nine of Swords, and I think that comes from the Queen of Cups. I feel like you're stressed a little bit and you're very anxious, and you're not anxious. You're anxious because you don't maybe want to let someone down or hurt them, or it's challenging to go, okay, I want to do this and this is the direction, but this person doesn't think I should. And it builds a lot of anxiety because it's keeping you from expanding. I think this challenge is, to be honest, sometimes I'll say a challenge is it's not a huge challenge. It's just a bump in the road, but I feel like this is a huge challenge. I think you're going to struggle with it. And maybe not, maybe some of you won't, but my gut is telling me that this is not going to be an easy thing to overcome until you set your mind, until you use your strength and decide what you really want to do here and you go for it. This will be in the background, having to overcome the anxiety of this, because once you see where you want to go, it kind of just goes, okay, well, that's, I'm doing it, so I'm going to have to let go of these thoughts. What is unexpected is the Devil. So this is something just to be careful of. I would just kind of keep an eye out, because this means that you could be doing something because you're just stuck on that idea and you're not letting it go. So be careful of that. It's unexpected because I think the unexpected part to me, and how I'm feeling about this, and intuitively I'm thinking that the unexpected piece of this is you're not going to realize that you're headed for something that you're actually addicted to and may not be good for you. And that realization will either change your direction, or I think it's going to change your direction, but not necessarily completely. So in other words, maybe you're still headed for this. This is your idea. This is where you want to go, but it may change how you're dealing with it. And maybe dealing with this Queen of Cups energy or dealing with the Nine of Swords energy, but you realize you have to, at minimum, change the way you're thinking. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. Hangman comes in, right? Future influence, Hangman here. In the near future, probably towards the end of the month, you will start looking at things differently. I mean, that's the energies that are going to be around you. Whether you choose to do that or not, it's really up to you, right? Free choice, or free will, as we say. But the energy says that there's going to be a different perspective that you're going to be taking. And once you take that different perspective, we're leaning to the King of Coins. And I feel like this is really more about subtle control. Not like the Emperor where I've got control, but more subtle, like grown-up control, mature control, genuine control, where you're, okay, I feel like this is your energy, male or female, it doesn't really matter, but you're going to be in a position where you kind of conquer all of this. And it actually feels really good, because you're going to feel more empowered. I don't feel like it's a told you so. I don't, because I honestly, I think it's more how you learn and how you deal with these obstacles and this Queen and these Nine of Swords and the direction you're going and these choices and what's happening. It's going to really make a difference over the next month or so in how you kind of like look at yourself. You will grow from this situation regardless. And I think that's what the King of Coins is saying here, or King of Pentacles. And so, I'm not giving you this. I feel like everything will be good, because once you know and learned and understand yourself better, you can only do better things. So a sun comes in as our advice. Keep in mind, when I see the sun in advice, keep the joy around you. Keep the light there. Know that the sun brings in not only vitamin D and makes us happy, but it shines lights on things. It does make us happy because it's bright. When it's sunny out, we're more apt to get outside and play. And so, reminder to have that sunny outlook as you move forward through the situation as much as possible, because that's what's going to keep you moving forward without having this is there, it's going to be there, right? We can't just switch it off, but knowing, but by attacking it with making sure that you see the joy in every day will help you through the Nine of Swords kind of situations when you get stressed out or anxious. So, yeah, there you have it, Gemini. There's your reading. Wow, I don't think I've ever done one quite like that. Hey, new things. So I hope you like it. Please let me know what you think. Hit the like button. Give me a comment. Appreciate it. Thank you. Take care. Have a beautiful day.